everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's Wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the 49ers going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They run once more with McKinnon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go. Tag, force.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here is the punter, Shum, as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Room to run inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Run to the ball. Run to the ball. Run. Last stop. Last stop.
So 2nd and 10 here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here again is McKinnon. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Beathard. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now Beathard. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
To throw is Beathard. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Then from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They try again with Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd third down and goal from the 8. Here's Hyde, 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out comes Minnesota. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run it with McKinnon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's Bridgewater. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
Four down, check. Four down. Let's go. Force. Two jet. Hey.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Tiger. Get ready. Two jet.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Running for it. Here's Hyde. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
It's 4th and 2, and you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage. So you have to be definite about your decision about where to go.
They'll throw here. Beathard. And that is incomplete here.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Here's Beathard to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, taking on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. fighting through, and he's got space. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Second down, Bridgewater. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jarek McCammon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Beathard to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw is Beathard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle it. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Forced, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. From the gun, Bridgewater got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Back to throw now in his own end zone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jadeveon Clowney in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. It's the fullback taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Flush to his right. Fighting him off. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 46 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Bridgewater. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go. Let's go. Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 57 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just with...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player... disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He finds McKinnon complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down.
Let's go. Everyone's got 4 down. Boy, Tagger. Get ready. Tagger. Boys.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Let's go. Wide 80. Wide 80.
second down. Bridgewater again. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Throwing is Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Beathard. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's go.
Now Beathard. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Anthony Barr with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Back to throw Beathard. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. You know, it's interesting. There was not an onside kick recovered the first 7 weeks in 2015. Teams were 0 of 24, Charles, to start the year. Has it gotten harder to recover these onside kicks?
I don't think it's gotten harder, but when you cite stats such as 0 for 24,
that's staggering.
That keeps people from trying it at all.
Trying to lay one. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. And some room to maneuver. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. Bridgewater on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 10 yards still left on second down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Bridgewater now. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. To throw is Bridgewater.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Bridgewater. And an alley to run. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Bridgewater now on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Play action now. Bridgewater. Now he'll escape, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they're able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Third down, Carlos Hyde. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Shift together here from the D-line. Comes to Cook, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll give to Hyde. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Watch it now, Barney. Switch. Detroit. Here we go now. Blue 90. Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Beathard to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. First down, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Vikings on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.